What's good? This is Joseph for Run the Comics, coming to another comic book haul. Hope you've been having a great holiday season. I'm gonna try and drop this not too long after Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving just passed a few days ago, and we are going towards Christmas. Hope you've been getting all the presents that you've been wanting to get for your family and friends. And for me, I've been getting presents, comics. So hope you've been enjoying the previous videos I've been dropping. Also check me out on Instagram at Run the Comics, and you'll see some of the things which I picked up along the way, and check out some of the past books which I have been checking out, that I've been hearing about. So I'm gonna get through this haul because it's a mega haul. Haven't had a mega haul in a while, but as you know, if you've been watching my videos, I try and collect and then I distribute. I should do it more often rather than waiting until I get everything, so I can have more content coming in. And we'll probably do that towards 2022, but I'm gonna try and scale down my books that I'm getting next year. So, but I want to get more content about the books, reading the books, doing some discussions about these books, and looking at some of the comic book news that's happening throughout the country and the world. But first off, I'm just going to go through some of the ones which I found that I already had, and these are just some which I just got some additional copies. For Harris Comics, there's Cain, #1. It's kind of interesting. Harris Comics put out Vampirella, early Vampirellas, and some other books. Cyber Frog, so that's Cain. These are the stories in here, but God Country, this is issue #4, and Donny Cates, and 7 to Eternity, I think this is #5, yeah, #5. So these are some duplicates that I picked up, so really dope. Rick Remender and Jerome Pena, so those are dope. And this was a gift from Stranger Comics and the Cornish family, who gifted me and somebody else some books. And this is really dope. This is Erathune hardcover. It's the wraparound dust jacket. And when you open it up, the dust jacket is a poster of Niobe. So that's really dope. Good to see the hardcover, Erathune, Stranger Comics. So really dope. Really happy to have gotten that. Let's go into the rest of these books. This is a book I heard about, and I think they have a short issue run, but it's from Image Comic. It's called Punks, the comic. Really graphic design oriented comic. I really want to dig into this, see exactly what it's about, but it's very trippy. Here is a book from Aardwolf Press, Aardwolf Comics, from Dave Cockrum. It's the Futurians. I think it was a mini issue run also. I've been picking up all these indie type titles, so it's been pretty cool to grab these. This one right here, this is Valiant Comics Britannia. This is issue #1. Another comic that not too many people talk about, but I've seen it, and I said, let me pick this up. Here is from Chaos Comics, Lynch Mob. The reason why I like this one is because the cover is done by Greg Capullo, so this is really dope. This one right here from Malibu Comics, this is The Protectors, issue #3. And these books were gotten from Comic Zombie in his weekly comic book sales. This one from Boom Studios, this is issue #1 of 4, The Returning. Right now we have a bunch of horror comics, so this is kind of like an early one from a few years back. And this book, I actually have the series, but I don't have this one. This is the free comic book day version of the book, and that's All-Star Superman #1, Frank Quitely and Grant Morrison. Really dope. Actually, really like this series. Here we go. From Top Cow Image, here is The Darkness, issue number 20. Got this one because the cover, illustrated by Dale Keown. Really dope, The Darkness. Part of that Witchblade tie-in, they're all kind of connected. I have a bunch of these books. I forgot what number this is, but anytime I see it in pretty good condition, I'll grab it. And it's from Image Comics, from Johnson and Stroman, Tribe, number 1. Gold foil. Shine. I'm almost finished with this particular run for Rebels. This is the second volume. This is during the Blackest Night, issue number 11 for Rebels. A dope artist. I really wasn't into him back in the day, but I've gotten more I've learned to appreciate his artwork and his style, because his work is super stylistic, and I really love it. This is for WildC.A.T.S. Trilogy, issue number 1. This is a kind of a shiny foil cover, J. Lee cover. That shine. Dope. Continuing with the Image Comics from the 90s, here is Joe Benitez, Codename Strykeforce number 8. This book I've just been picking up because it's funny, but I've kind of read this one. I need to go back and read the others. But this is Shirtless Bear Fighter for Image Comics. This is issue number 4. It's kind of a kooky comic, but it's kind of graphic. Another book which I bought because strictly mainly the cover, and it is from Epic Comics. This is Powerline issue number 2, and it is illustrated by Bill Sienkiewicz. And he did all of these Powerline covers. So this is really dope. The Shadowline Saga. This one I picked up because it's kind of a kidsy type video, but it's from Acclaim Comics. I think they're under Valiant, I believe. This is issue number 1 of Troublemakers. Kind of a kid type of team. Now we get into the Green Lanterns. And I've been seeing these, but I never grabbed the Green Lantern one, but it's for Green Lantern 1 million. So supposedly they put it so far in, so supposedly 1 million issues in, you'll get this particular story. And it's Ron Mars is the writer, and Brian Hitch is the illustrator, internal illustrator. Pretty dope. But the way things been going in the DC, I don't know if you get to this. Here's some Green Lantern runs. This is Green Lantern 38. And that was the volume 4, I believe. And this is volume 5. This is Green Lantern New 52. It's 14. '16. Simon Baz. 41. '42. Got all these from the Comic Zombie. Big up to him. From IG. 44. And we have the team up of Simon Baz and Jessica Cruz, Green Lanterns, issue number 50. Next we have Green Lantern Corps, the New 52. This is issue number 3. '28. And this is Green Lantern Corps. This is previous. This is the first run, the first volume. This is Green Lantern Corps 49. And then we also have Green Lantern Corps New 52. This is their annual number 2. Going from green to red, we have the Red Lanterns, issue number 3. Bleeze on the cover. We have issue number 4. And 27 of the Red Lanterns. I'm getting pretty close to getting all of the Lanterns books together. We have the Sinestro core with the Sinestro New 52, this is number 4. And 14 for Sinestro. I've been collecting these Spectres, but I usually be trying to get volume, I think it's volume 3, I believe. It seems I keep picking up the previous volume, but I like these because these are actually illustrated, I believe, well, I know this one is, but I believe both of them illustrated by Mike Mignola. And that's the Spectre number 9 and 10. Very dope. Here's a book from Warren Ellis, kind of cyberpunk, not cyberpunk, but punk. What's that called? Not cyberpunk, but the older style. I forgot what it's called. It has eluded my mind. This is from Avatar Comics. This is Warren Ellis's Captain Swing and the Electrical Pirates of Cindery Island. I thought this looked very interesting, so I thought I'd pick this up. Steampunk. That's it. I've been collecting these Kid Eternities when I see them. I like them because the covers are homages to art, classic art paintings. This is Kid Eternity issue number 3 from DC Vertigo. And here is the trade issue number 2 for Kid Eternity. I thought this was actually just a regular book. It's actually a trade. Cool. Some more Image going into Wildstorm Productions. This is Wetworks, issue number 6 from the first volume back in the 90s. So I've been kind of, some of these older Image books, which I did not get in the 90s, I'm kind of getting them here and there whenever I see them for cheap. So I can get some of those early books. I don't know if I want to get the entire first volume run of these Image titles, but I do want to get at least the first 10, and then we'll see. After that, it's like cover buys. This is Wetworks. This is when it went to going on Wildstorm Productions. This is issue number 1, Wetworks Mutations. And continuing with from Image is Cyberforce, issue number 13. Mark Silvestri cover. Really dope. I'm picking these up too, classic X-Men. And if you saw my toy hunt video, toy pin video, if you hope I should put the link above so you can check it out when if you're on the computer. I believe I'll put the link up there, hopefully. But I bought some Sentinel pins. But this one goes really good with those Sentinel pins, which I bought. I should actually go and get it, but I'm not gonna go get it. But here's Classic X-Men, issue number 6. You got Wolverine and Jean Grey and Banshee on there. I think that's Banshee. That's not Banshee. I think it's Banshee. The Sentinels on the cover. I like that. This right here, I collect a lot of Generation X books. And this is actually, I didn't even know about this, but it's a Generation X collector's preview from October '94. So I think that was really dope. It's a wraparound, so you got that clear backing board. The chamber, front and center, dyslexic. Really dope. Here we have Invincible Iron Man number 2. This is Brandon Peterson. I love Brandon Peterson's work. He's a really dope artist. So that's pretty dope. Now we have some DC Milestone. We know DC Milestone's bringing out some new books and there's some new initiative going into 2022. And this is a part of one of their main series after Static and Hardware and Icon. We have Blood Syndicate. It's Blood Syndicate number 2. and number 17. From Lion Forge or Catalyst Prime, this is Excel number 1. This is the Virgin variant cover. Kind of a teenage hero, kind of reminds you of Spider-Man in old Spider-Man books when he was a teenager fighting crime, and also Static. So this is Excel. Really dope. Here we have Astral City number 1 special edition. Alex Ross cover, of course, with Wildstone Productions. Really dope. Big Alex Ross, you know I'm a big Alex Ross fan. Grab all his. And going with the DC Presents Brightest Day, this is 100-page spectacular. This is issue number 2. I think I don't know who did the cover. Should look, but really dope cover. Firestorm and Martian Manhunter. The Brightest Day. And here we have Michael Turner's Fathom. This is a part of the first volume. This is issue number 3 when it was Image. Top Cow. The lead character's name is Aspen, which they then took her name and they started their own brand, Aspen Comics, Aspen Studios, Michael Turner's own studio, and this is his Michael Turner's Fathom issue number 2. I think this is from the second volume. Really dope. Another one of his characters, Kiani. This is issue number 0. Part of the whole Aspen Comics or the Fathom universe. Kiani number 0. And I was able to get this. This is really beautiful. This is a tribute to Michael Turner with different artists celebrating Michael Turner, because he did die a number of years ago. But they created a book of different artists writing notes and letters, poems, and also doing artwork for him. So this is a nice tribute piece. Really dope. I think it was procured and gathered by his wife, I believe. So this is a really beautiful book, and I'm glad to have gotten it. Now, these books up real quick, and I'm gonna get to these other 2 books, or other 2 groupings in a second. It's good, I'm back. So now we're gonna continue on with the Mega Haul. Let's hit these books right here. Just going back to getting some Green Lantern books. So first we have Green Lantern Rebirth, number 1. I think I have this one already. I think it's my second or third copy of this. Green Lantern Rebirth. Sketch cover. This is Green Lantern Rebirth number 2. Actually, this is the whole entire Rebirth run. 3. Rebirth 4. Rebirth Green Arrow. Rebirth 5 of Sinestro. The last issue of the Rebirth series, number 6. Really dope. Here we have Green Lantern. This is from the volume 3. Green Lantern teaming up with Green Arrow again. This is the Emerald Knights saga. This is issue number 104. This right here, I've been trying to get this one for a little minute, but this is the first appearance of Jackson Hyde. It's for Brightest Day number 4. And as you know, if you've seen the books, he's now the new Aquaman. Here we have Berserker number 4, that foil cover. And this bad book and these books, a number of these books were gotten from Whatnot app. It was really dope. These books right here. Here is Ant number 1 for Image Comics. Here's an Eric Larson book now. Another artist, I forget the name of the artist, was the original creator of Ant. but I think Erik Larsen is now taking over. I think he bought the rights to the character and he's doing it for Image. That's dope. And here is Blackest Night number 7. This is a bunch of first appearances in here where they have the new emotional Spectrum warriors to fight the Black Lanterns. So that's really dope. And here are the books I got from my online retailer. Some beautiful ones in here. Here's Berserker number 5. Cool story too. Crossover number 8. This is a very interesting story too, how they're blending in, comics coming alive and some twists in that story. Here's Radiant Black, issue number 8. Get that clear backing board. There you go. This is a good story. Robin, issue number 6. Really dope. On the Lazarus Island, in the competition. Competition is starting, so it's gonna be really interesting where this goes. I missed this grouping right here. Challenge of the Super Sons is issue number 6. John Kent and Damian Wayne, when they were a team and kids. This was the best grouping. In making John older and the stuff he's gone through. I talked about it in the previous episode, but this was when I really liked them, the Super Sons, Mr. Super Sons. Here we have the Department of Truth, issue number 13, variant cover. Just the B covers. I love these B covers. I like the way they do the logo and everything for each book. And this is the penultimate issue for Excellence from Image Skybound. And this book is almost done. I think it's actually done, but I haven't gotten the last one. Issue number 11, talking about African American family or African American people with magic. And there's a lot of politics going on with that. Here we have Future State Gotham. It's this is still the last book in the Future State line that is going on, but it's actually very good. It really has an anime style when it comes, or manga style of illustrating it by Culver. This is Future State Gotham, issue number 5. Really dope. This is a really interesting story. Pirate Queen from Bad Idea. This is issue number 2. Pirate Queen. Cover. But it's a pretty cool story. I think it's gonna be my last of getting this particular book, but it's a new series from Titan Comics. I don't get that many from Titan Comics often, but this is an Adam Hughes cover for Gun Honey, issue number 1. I have 2 of those. And it's another Bill Sienkiewicz cover, beautiful cover, Virgin variant of Gun Honey number 1. Really dope. You have another one with like a pink background, pink lace background, but I like this one just to stand out. Book with just a character. This is a dope story. Nice house on the lake, really suspenseful, really keeping you on your toes, want to know what happens, what's going on in the story, who is the main protagonist, what is he, how are they going to get through this. I like how they start each book off with a person, a part of the friends, kind of give an explanation of how they got there. This is a dude on DC Black Label. This is issue number 5 of Nice House on the Lake. Dope. Here is the third printing of Black Mass Comics White number 1. Got a couple of those. Pretty dope story. Black superheroes. What if it was just black superheroes? And here's his Miles Morales. I had to get a couple of these. I haven't been collecting Miles Morales since back when he had the Battle Lines variant, a long time ago. Even before his sister was born, which I still need that book with the birth or the first appearance of his baby sister. This is Miles Morales number 30 with the new costume, celebrating 10 years of Miles Morales. This is issue number 30. I also get some other books or variants with his new costume, but I just got this one. But this is the one. I'm glad I got two of these. This is Iron Man issue number 12, the variant of it. This is dope. Illustrated by Raza. I get two of those. Beautiful cover. This is going to be, this is a modern classic cover. You even see homages to that cover already. Here we have DC Milestone, Icon and Rocket, number 3. Really cool story, kind of going back in the past about how they got to where they are and looking at, the motivation for Icon and Rocket. More of a Rocket story in a way, but pretty dope. Got some social commentary in there. We have King Spawn issue number 2. This is a beautiful cover. These King Spawn covers have been really dope, really dope. And here we go. I've been grabbing these mainly because of their connecting covers, and I'm a fool for connecting covers. We have Batman 113 and 114. And then 112 had the Scarecrow. He's on this side, but I already got that. And here is Amazing Spider-Man number 75, the variant. The Patrick Gleason cover. The last of these. I think they have a new Spider-Man run going on. So, here we have from Boom Studios, Good Luck. I like this little story. Covered by Corona. Jose Corona. Or Jorge Corona, actually. Good Luck, issue number 4 in a 5-issue run. It's about to end. About some kids with bad luck and trying to use them to be able to harness luck. And Basilisk, another dope book which I like. Basilisk, issue number 4. Really dope story. We want to know more about the group, the Basilisk group. Now this story right here, I'm really intrigued by it. This is from AWA Upshot. This is Out, issue number 1 of 5. It's kind of historical fiction. And deal with vampires, I believe. But check this out though. It's really, really dope story. Number 2 should be crazy. How it ended, how number 1 ended. This right here is from Scout Comics. By the Horns, issue number 6. All images, no words, but you'll understand why. It's very, very touching. About the main hero. It's like going back in time, how she got to be who she is. And of course this is the last book of the volume 1? I guess you would say volume 1. Something's Killing the Children, issue number 20. And from this goes into House of Slaughter. But this is Something is Killing the Children, issue number 20. That was the A cover. This is the B cover. It's the variant. So I have the entire Something is Killing the Children issue 1 through 20. Only book I am missing is the first print of issue number 1. But I do have the variants of issue number 1, and I have all those other variants. I had the 7th print, the 8th print, so I have those. So to kind of make up. Okay, here we have some books that were free that I think were given away on Wonder Woman Day, celebrating her 80th anniversary. So this is Wonder Woman Tempest Tossed. Got a couple of those. This This is the special edition. A couple of those. And I have the Diana, Princess of the Amazons. All those Wonder Woman specific books. And these are the books, this book I got from, I didn't get it at the time of, usually have the Halloween day. It was called Halloween Comic Book Extravaganza, Hawkeye #1. As you know, the show is on right now. Saw the first 2 episodes. Actually pretty good. Issue #1 got a couple of those for Kate Bishop. Here we have, because I was missing this one, Wonder Girl #3. It's kind of a cool book dealing with love. R.E.B.L.S is actually in the story. Another story which I wasn't going to get the run. I think it has 5 issues. So I had to get these because it's just a compelling story. I want to know how it ends. And that's The Me You Love in the Dark from Scotty Young and Jorge Corona. Really dope. Issue #3 and issue #4. And I'm definitely want to get #5 to see how it ends. But one of my favorite stories of 2021, actually the last few years since it came out, Once in Future. This is issue #21 from Boom Studios. Love this book. Love this book. Love the action. Love the telling of the stories about these British stories coming to life and trying to gain this power that comes with the stories, and it's just really dope. But I am sad for this one right here because this is the last issue of this series, which was a very great series. You know, sometimes you want your favorite stories or favorite books to become options, so it can be a cartoon or a movie. I don't know, I want this to be done something with it. I would like more people to know about it, but I feel privileged that not that many people talk about this. In A Sea of Stars, issue #11, the last issue of the series. This is a very good story. Love the story, love the artwork, and it's just it's the last one. It's really dope. Again with the Halloween Extravaganza, here's Daredevil, Road to Devil's Reign, #1, the Halloween Extravaganza book. And another one from Extravaganza is Star Wars The High Republic #1. Wasn't able to get the first one when it came out because I really wasn't into it, but I got a couple of these. It's really dope. And we have got some more of these free comic book day books. Some of these I missed the first time, but others I did get. Free comic book day Avengers with Ryan Otley cover. Spider-Man Venom, already got these, got another copy. The Unfinished Corner, fantasy story. The Legend of Korra, talking about the Avatar. The Last Airbender, Legend of Korra, free comic book day. I don't think I get that one, just the Last Kids on Earth. Free comic book day. Assassin's Creed Dynasty and Valhalla, free comic book day. And speaking about The Last Kids on Earth, this is kind of similar. We Live the Last Days. Love this story. Can't wait till it returns, I think next year. So, pretty excited about that. Here are some books which I got from, continue with these books from my other LCS. Continue with Image Comics. Here's Wetworks #5. A number of Wetworks books. These are some of these earlier books which I did not have. Jim Lee, WildC.A.T.S. #5. Here we have, I'm missing one more. I need one more, then I'll have the entire run of Batman Jazz, which is a Legend of the Dark Knight special. This is issue #1. I think I'm just missing 3. From Dark Horse, here is Serenity, the Firefly class. It's called No Power in the Verse, and this is the Fried Pie variant. As you know, Fried Pie is the variant that was brought out from Books A Million bookstore, but they're not doing any more comics. Now they're just doing trades and manga. So whenever I find these little Fried Pie variants, I grab those because those they're not doing that anymore. Here is Image Comics 1963. This is book 3. The throwback to Jack Kirby days. And this is book number 6. Pretty Wild Adventures. I am collecting Vigilante, the first volume. This is issue number 23. Understand about the story, it's a very sad story. Darkhawk, issue number 41. He is back. But I'm trying to get the entire first volume of Darkhawk, so I'm almost there. And I showed you Classic X-Men earlier. This is Classic X-Men number 3. Ooh, it's a Malar with Storm on the cover. Really dope. I'm gonna try and get all of these because they're creator owned. What's that creator owned? But creator illustrated and written. Peace Momoko's Demon Days. This is Mariko. So finally went in and got this. I think it's the Spider's Web is going to be the next one's coming out. I think they have another one after this one, which I don't have that one just yet. But I'm not rushing to get those. From Boom Studios, Magic number 8. I'm only missing number 7 of this run so far. So I think I've caught up to that. Here we have Batman and the Outsiders, issue number 1. This is like the second or third volume of this series. Here is another superstar artist. This is a beautiful book. We're talking about Future State. This is Future State Gotham number 6. This is the variant cover, illustrated by Rose Besh. Really dope. Give it up for the ladies. And I've been seeing this book from Scout Comics. It was on Scout, yes, it's a Scout Comics imprint, Black Caravan. And this is Count Draco, Knuckle Duster. I've been hearing about this book, so I want to get this. Get that, you know. Clear backing board. And this book was actually written by John Leguizamo, the actor. This put through Image Comics. This is called Phenom X, about Latino superhero. I won't say unwilling, but he was kind of willing, unwilling. He knew what he was going to do, but that's kind of an interesting story. And this book, beautiful book, Akira homage for Static Season 1, issue number 4. Love this cover. Love this. There's some other books which did an Akira homage. Bitterroot did one. Secret, what they call Secret Weapon? Not Secret Weapon. 7 Secrets did one. Stunt Bunny did an Akira homage. And a few others have done Akira homage, but I love this. Static Season 1. Sheesh. So I'm happy to have grabbed that. And going from here, go to the next column of books. This book right here was actually a gift from not contest, but I won a game online, and I got this book, Ultimate Comics Hawkeye, issue number 1. I think it's my first Ultimate Comics book. This is dope. Got this on Whatnot app. And this is Flashpoint. This is the SD, the San Diego Comic Con variant. So that's dope. clear backing board. So that's dope. Here we have Year of the Villain #1. This is the 1 in 250. Got this from Whatnot. Lex. It's pretty dope. And again from Black Mass Comics. This is White. This is issue #1, which I was going to be getting from my LCS, online LCS, but it never came through. I'm still upset about that. But here is the foil version for White #1. Instead of being white, it's actually foil. So that is beautiful, really dope. From Sovereign Comics, independently owned comic creator, Tyrone. This is Stars, issue #1. This is the orange back exclusive cover, Virgin variant cover. Check out sovereigncomics.com. He has some cool stories. They're like manga styled or anime kind of styled, especially for the one about he has a few stories, about 4 of them, 4 or 5 stories or series he's working on. So this is the one called Stars, about a band. Okay, here we have Niobe and Dura, issue #1 for Stranger Comics, illustrated by Zoo. Really dope artist, one of my favorite artists. She's been knocking out some covers this year that's been spectacular. This is the spot color, see in the eyes, spot color variant, but also the foil variant. Look at that. You have to see it in person actually. Video does it no justice. It's really dope. And he's got some older books, which I've been checking out, which are very beautiful. You see these older books? I gotta put these in some Mylar really. But here we have Marvel Superheroes, issue #45, featuring Hulk and Submariner for Abomination. We also have the Frankenstein Monster #6. Really dope. And speaking of Year of the Villain, we just got finished seeing the Lex Luthor cover for the Year of the Villain issue, which is issue Year of the Villain #1, the 1 in 250. This is the 1 in 500 with the Batman Who Laughs. So I got all of the DC Year of the Villain covers. So really dope. Another one of my favorite artists here is for Batgirl #30. This is the Joshua Middleton cover. Really dope cover. And back to some indie goodness. Here is Behemoth Comics, which I think this is the first Behemoth Comics book that I have. This is Damian Connolly's You Promised Me Darkness. A lot of horror comics have been coming out the last few years, couple of years, more than usual. Here we have the Autumnal #1 for Vault Comics. Again from Vault Comics, this is the Barbaric issue #1. This is the, I think it's the 3rd printing. We have Hotline Miami Wildlife, another book from Behemoth Comics. This is issue #1. So we have 2 Behemoth Comics books. That's pretty cool. And back to some Green Lantern. Here we have Green Lantern issue #167. This is really dope. We also have issue #168. Get some Black Panther love. This is Black Panther issue number 3, newsstand. Got this on Whatnot app. Basically, a lot of these got on Whatnot app. We got this one from Torpedo Comics. Here we have Future State. This was back when he was doing Future State. This is Superman Worlds of War, issue number 1. That Federici cover. Really dope. We have some Spawn books in here. This is Spawn number 85 and Spawn number 108. Both of these from Torpedo Comics also. These two right here are really dope. It's Green Lantern, Green Arrow. Both are newsstands. It's 103. And 106. Green Lantern, Green Arrow. The buddies. Speaking again of Zoo Orzu, here is her variant of House of Slaughter number 1. We have the trade version and the Virgin variant. Really dope. Crazy. And again for House of Slaughter, this issue number 1. This is the Art Germ variant with the COA. Really dope. Got Art Germ in here. Here is from Absolute Comics. This is White Widow, issue number 6. It's the first White Widow with that foil, that spot foil up the top, the title. This is my first White Widow comic. It's an interesting story. Actually read it, haven't read the other 5. Don't have the other 5, but I may get the other 5 to go with this because it's actually an interesting story. I thought this character was another character, but he's not who I thought it was. That's the main reason why I bought the book. But it was a cool breed. This is Spawn 309 with the Gunslinger Spawn. I didn't get it when it first came out. I was able to get it and whatnot, as well as Invincible Iron Man number 4 with Riri on the cover. Really dope. I put this one on Instagram because I really love this book. I've been wanting to get this book for a while. I don't have that many Del Auto covers. But this is Amazing Spider-Man issue number 800. Del Auto cover. Really dope. Here is I have this book, but I have the other costume, which is Spider-Woman number 1 variant. I have the regular costume, this is like the new costume. I did not open this. I told it when I won it on Whatnot app, they asked if I want to open it or not. I told them not to open it. This is Green Lantern issue number 47. It's that Harley's little black book, and it's unopened. I may try and find one that's open. Here is Fantastic Four issue number 9 variant, another Bill Sienkiewicz cover, Johnny Storm, really dope. So that's 3 Bill Sienkiewicz books. A hip hop version for Patsy Waller, aka Hellcat, number 1, which is homaging Diggable Planet's Blowout Comb album. Really dope. Here we have, I think this is, Spawn 301. It's that Matina cover. Virgin variant, really dope. And here's some more 90s goodness to catch up. Got all of these right here at my another LCS not too long ago, actually recently. Here's Gen 13 number 9. And here is a run of Cyberforce. Cyberforce number 6. 8. Let's make sure. 9 and 10. Got these 50 cents a piece. And speaking of 50 cents, got these too. Actually, all these independent books I got 50 cents. Told you anytime I see Pit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and Pit number 6 from Dale Keown. Really dope. I kind of just because of cover by, this is so funny. I only have one CGC book, one graded book, one slabbed book, but this is a cover of a slab from Valiant Comics, The Adventures of Archer and Armstrong, number 6. They are a trip. That's a fun book. Here's another one of those WildC.A.T.S. Source book number 1, and it is a two-sided. Got that. Come on, get those clear boards. Now they have a few companies that sell those clear boards, so I'm really grabbing those. This is from the DC imprint, or the little run, The Seven Soldiers. I got the one about Frankenstein. This one I've been hearing about because he was in the they're talking about the truth of DC, these characters. I want to talk about more about the characters, their history. This is the Manhattan Guardian, number 1. African American superhero, based out of Manhattan, New York. Ground level 2. And I couldn't find 4, but they had 3. 4 may have been there in the shop, I just couldn't find it. I wish this was the second volume, but hey, I had to deal with the first one. Zatanna. I actually have this cover, but the covers I have 2 copies of this already, but it's got, both the copies kind of scuffed, a little scuffed. This one's much better. Number 2, 3, and 4. Missing issue number 1 of the first volume of Zatanna. Here we have Green Lantern Corps Quarterly, number 2, with the original Green Lantern. Gonna do some more Green Lanterns. We have Green Lantern issue number 162, Kyle Rayner, Green Arrow. Here's some more Spectre, issue number 3. This is actually the volume I'm trying to get the books off because the covers are so dope. And John Ostrander wrote the stories, and Tom Mandrake is the illustrator. Here's Green Lantern Green Arrow number 111. .148. And 149. This is a key book. I believe it's the first appearance of the one who does all of the missions. I forgot his name. But he's the first appearance of him in this book. A story I'm about to get back into. Deep Beyond issue number 8 for Image Comics. It's a good story. Like the underwater sci-fi. These books I just got from eBay. From Puppeteer Lee. This is Infinite Frontier number 4 with the Black Lantern on the cover. The Return of the Black Lanterns. That's ill. Puppeteer Lee is a dope artist. But that's that. This, and that's the 1 in 25. Here's another 1 in 25 for Icon and Rocket Season 1. This is issue number 1. Really dope. Had a 90s vibe. And here comes some Jim Lee covers for Justice League. Early on of this series that is still going now. But here's Justice League number 2. Number 5. All these Jim Lee covers. Number 9. I love this one right here. Aquaman number 10. And more closer to the books they're in now, 61. With Naomi on the cover. This one is a dope Greg Capullo you saw earlier. Greg Capullo. This is Greg Capullo here for Justice League Dark number 1. Tinian wrote the story. Very dope. And this is a book which is a parody book. I don't get that many parody books. I don't think I get that many at all. But of Something is Killing the Children, which is very big, which you saw in my House of Slaughter books. Here is Someone is Grilling the Chicken from Wrath of Comics. And this is the limited to 2,500 copies right here. The COA. And this is the, I think it's the SDCC. No, it's, yes, the SDCC Special Edition, limited to 100. And I got number 21 of 100 at the certificate. This is 278 of 2,500. So that's really good. Can't wait to read that. I heard it was very funny. And lastly, the last book I want to show in this haul. He's a comic collector, he's a content creator online, YouTube and Instagram and even TikTok. But he put out his first book and it's kind of in a comic format. And if you are, well, especially on YouTube, if you collect comics, you've probably seen his videos and checked them out. And I picked it up. He actually sold out of these books of his. So that is really dope. And it's Reggie Collects. This is his Guide to Smart Comic Collecting, issue number 1. Kind of thick, square bound, squarish bound. So salute to Reggie Collects. Congratulations on your book. And hope y'all can get these. I heard a few stores still have these that he has sent off to. But I went ahead and grabbed one because I knew this was going to be gone. So I'm glad to get it. So hope you enjoyed my comic book haul. Mad big, mega. But make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell if you want to see more content, and you know, have a few more books come in from now to the end of the year. And then kind of slow down in 2022, like I said earlier, and just get into creating content from the books which I've gotten. I'm even going to do some comic book reading. Maybe I'll do that with my boys, and I'll record that comic book reading. Reading with Run. So I hope you like the books and like the content. Check me out on Instagram at Joseph at Run the Comics, and you can check all the pictures and videos I take there. So Run the Comics is Joseph, and I'm out. Grace and peace. Yeah.